Hello and welcome. Today I'm all laid out and prepared, ready to have a play mixing some epoxy resin. Now I've not used resin before, but wanted to have a go with the thought that sometime in the future, and by future I mean 6 months or a year or two away, I might like to add some wood to resin and make a combined block that can go on the wood turning lathe, and hopefully I'll be able to sculpt it into something beautiful. But as I said, I've not used resin in any shape or form before, so I'd like to have a practice first and see how this material behaves. So I've raided my soap making supplies for mixing pots, plastic gloves and lollipop stick stirrers. Now, as I do make homemade soap quite often, I thought making a resin soap dish would be a very good first try for my resin. So I've got myself this silicone mould to make a soap dish shape for me. If I can make resin soap dishes and the soap, that would make a very nice combined gift. Now, with the tiny bit of research I've done, I found that I should be able to colour my resin mix using mica powders, and I have lots of mica powder colours, again from my soap making supplies, and was thinking today I might use a green and this coppery brown colour and then swirl the two different colours together to give me a pattern in my soap dish, very similar to the way I make my soaps. Then I got a bit nervous and thought, actually, I'm not sure how the swirling will work with resin. I might just end up with a combined gloopy, browny, sludgy mess. So I changed my mind and went raiding the art supplies, and I found I have some glitter in those same coppery, brown and green sparkly colours. So I'm going to add some glitter to my resin today. So hopefully, even if things get very mixed up, I'll still see the individual little sparkly bits of glitter. Now I am aware it might all just sink to the bottom. I'd like it to stay suspended in the resin, but it may sink to the bottom, in which case I'll end up with my soap dish and a sparkly rim of glitter around the top. But we'll see what happens. It's all experiment today. Now, I don't know, when I mix the two components of my resin, the resin and its hardener, if this creates a reaction that makes heat. My instruction sheet advises me to be in a ventilated area, so I have opened the window beside me. And if things get hot, I'm going to pour it into these empty noodle pots, because I know these can cope with the heat of my lye water solution, so they should manage perfectly well with the heat created with the resin mixing. I don't think it gets hot though, just gets smelly, but we'll see. I'm starting off with these two little clear baby food containers so that you can see what's happening. But I don't know how well these will cope with any heat that might occur. They're no good for my lye water, so they're not heat safe. But I can throw them away when I've finished. They're easy enough to replace. So the first thing I did was a couple of days ago actually. I filled my mould with water and then poured the water into a measuring container to find out that I actually need 130 millilitres of fluid to fill my soap dish mould. So I'm going to need 130 grams of mixed resin. So my two resin mixes came with a very comprehensive instruction sheet, so that was nice. Takes a bit of the don't know what I'm doing out of the situation. And my particular resin mix is a 2-to-1 mix. 2 parts resin to 1 part hardener. So with my 130 millilitres, therefore 130 grams, it works out I'm going to need 87 grams of resin and 43 grams of hardener. So let's get mixing. It takes ages to mix this resin. I have to do 3 minutes of stirring to start with. Pour it into the other container and do another 3 minutes of stirring. So it's not going to set on me super quick. And it takes, I think, 24 hours to get touch dry. But my instructions inform me it's a whole 7 days before it'll get really hard and be fully cured. So let's see, glasses on. So I've got my mould ready and measured. I know how much I need. First pot. 0 the scales. 0 grams. This is the one I want 87 grams of. I hope my pots are big enough. 87. Oh, that extra drip will end up with too much. Now I've got resin on my finger. So that's my resin. Oh, I think my pots are too small. I need more space for stirring and mixing. Pot number 2, are we still at 0? No, that one's a gram heavier. Now we want 43. 43. Yep, 43. Bouncing back to that. I've bought enough resin to make 1 kilo of finished resin. And I'm only using 130 grams today, so I've got lots and lots of resin left to play with. Now, I honestly don't think I've got enough space in my pots to be mixing, but we'll start, and then I can pour it into one of these for more space. I wonder if I've got another clear pot. I'll go and see if I've got a bigger clear pot I can throw away. There we go. Raiding gardening supplies. I'm not sure this is a lot bigger, to be honest, but it should be. Pour one into the other. I don't think it matters which way round they go. I'm going to put my hardener. Before I do that, actually, I'm going to open my glitter, ready to use, even though I have to stir for 3 minutes. So that's my brown glitter and my green, so they're ready. Put those out the way for a second, and 3 minutes of stirring. Let's set a timer. That's good. 10 o'clock on the dot. Let the mixing begin. So see if this fits. It'll fit, but there's no room to stir. So there's its first mix. Let's pour all of that into here for stirring. Or plenty of space in there. So if we've got 3 minutes of stirring, well actually 6 minutes of stirring and 24 hours before it sets hard, I think I've got plenty of time to let these drip. I'm going to leave one pot dripping into the other. We can pour that into here as well in a moment. Let's get mixing. See you in 3 minutes. Stirry, stirry, stirry mix. No heat, it's very cold, and actually it doesn't smell of anything either. It doesn't seem to be giving off any fumes. Whether that will develop in time, I don't know. Or whether it's giving off gases you just don't smell. As I said, I do have the window open just in case, even though I'm not wearing a mask of any sort. Oh, 1 minute of stirring done. Like whisking eggs. Let's see. I can add these drips to it. Where am I pouring from? We're getting very bubbly. Apparently they will float to the surface and come out on their own. I haven't got anywhere to put my lolly stick. I'm going to put it on my paper. So if I pour that in there, and back in here, I'm going to use my little pots to mix my different glitters, the green in one and the brown in the other. More stirring. We've done our 3 minutes, so now maybe I should add my glitters. So I'm going to put about half in each pot. It's definitely still very cold, which is nice. So now I want to add a bit of glitter. Let's do the green first. I think it'll be the most dramatic. Don't know how much I want to add. More. More than that. I'm not very cautious with it at the moment, not adding much at all. Has that gone clear? I can see a little froth on top of this one where the air bubbles from mixing have risen to the surface. And I think this one, either the glitter has helped the air bubbles release. I'm going to put a bit more glitter in there, make it really sparkly. I've not used much. It's a very fine powdered glitter. Do I want more? Yes. I want it pretty green. It might be good with some mica powder and some glitter. I don't know. I don't know. Ooh, that's looking nice. Right, let's add about the same amount of brown then. Pretty. That looks quite good. I was heavier with the copper colour to start with. Oh, we're out of shot, almost. I'm going to add a little extra though. A little bit more green. We're going to be really sparkly. For the moment, the glitters seem to be suspending nicely in the fluid. They're not floating to the top or dropping to the bottom. So that's hopeful. Now, I think I'm overdue time to pour it into my mould. Right, soap mould. Let's pour it in together because I'm not sure how I'm going to pour. Coppery orange one side and green on the other. Don't know. Let's see what happens if I pour them both in the middle. I start there and swirl. Not sure I like it swirled. I'd rather go half and half. Oh, nearly reached the top. Right, let's rescue every last drop. Well, that's it. All we can do now is wait. I could give it a bump. See if we get any bubbles. Now, I have no idea how or if I can clean my mixing pots. I'm going to get some kitchen paper and wipe them out. See if I can keep them good enough to use next time. Paper! Well, it didn't create heat. It doesn't seem to have a smell. So it's nice and easy to do. At the moment, my fine dusty glitter seems to be staying suspended in the mixture, not falling to the bottom, which I was concerned it might do. And the air, oh well, I've just broken that one. I rubbed it too hard. Right, let's not be so rough on our pots. Well, I think that'll be fine to use for resin again. I might not want to use it for anything else, but it'll do for resin. So your best option would be an old yoghurt pot or your pot noodle tubs, something you can just throw away when you're finished. I could throw these away, I suppose, but if I can use them again, all the better. Bin. Bin. How's my table? Fine. This is my craft table anyway, so it's used to being splattered with paint and wax and soap and all sorts of mess. Now resin. So that's it. We'll see you in a week. I think this could probably be unmoulded tomorrow or the day after. It should be hard enough to take out of the mould, but its instruction sheet said it's going to be a good week before it's fully hardened and cured. So as my first attempt, I'm more than happy to leave this till next week. Well, I don't know. I'm quite excited to get it out of the mould. I'd like to take it out now, but it's still very jelly-like. It's looking good though. I'm hopeful. See if that glitter stays suspended in the mix or if it all slowly settles to the bottom. It's a very fine dusty glitter I'm using though. They're not large particles. Where's this lid gone? Tidy up me mess. I didn't use much. It spread a nice way. So, see you back in a week. Well, here we are, literally the same day. It is only 3 hours since I started mixing my resin, and I came into this room to put something else away, and obviously I'm going to want to look at it and see what it's doing. And I think my glitter has settled somewhat rather than being dispersed evenly throughout the mix, but my instructions say it takes 8 to 12 hours to cure and another 7 days to be fully cured and hard. So I was amazed when I very gently touched it and poked it. It's hard. So I'm going to see, even 3 hours, if I can get it out the mould. I don't know how close I can get to you. I can just tell by looking at it that I think my glitter's settled, and if I turn it up, this is how we're looking at the moment in its mould. So let's see if I can get it out, because I'm excited and impatient. It's solid. I mean, I wouldn't want to be bashing it around and throwing it on the path, but okay, here goes. Excitement, moment of truth. Is it stuck? Oh no. Ooh. Oh, this is coming out nice. Was it a little bit on the edge, or what's that? That's a dribble. Okay, I've got a drip. What are these like? Ooh. Well, these are still sticky. Okay. Get it out. I'm nervous. Especially as it's hours before it should be. And this is a big stretch. How am I going to get it round the corner? There's a hair on there. Get rid of that. What do I do with it? Put it on my instructions. I'll slacken this mould all the way around the edges first. I don't know what it's like inside. Perhaps it's just the bit that's exposed to the air that's gone hard. Ah, how do you get it out of here? Okay, let's try. Oh, woohoo! we gone? There. Da-na-na-na. Oh yay! Looking good. It looks like a huge boiled sweet. Get it in shot. Peel. Oh, I don't know if this will come out yet. Maybe the inside still. Nope. Squeeze it together. The inside might still be sticky because it's not been exposed to the air. Does it feel like in there? It feels all right. Oh, a little window. I think this will come out a lot quicker. I'm just being very delicate and nervous. Yay! Sorry, we outshot. Oh, it's lovely. Yay! I've got a little bit of glitteriness here. I can feel that. That's not rough, but it's not smooth like the resin. I can maybe polish that up, so I think that'll scrape off. Oh, it's gorgeous. Yay! Oh wow! Oh, that is beautiful. So sparkly. And yes, some of my glitter has definitely settled into the bottom of the mould. It's given me a heavier glitter colour on what is this top edge of the soap dish. But it is still through the main body of the dish. It is still there, it's not gone completely clear. Oh, it's beautiful! I love it! Oh, that's so exciting. Let's get some soap. Let's put a piece, I know it's not, it's really hard. My soap dish, yay! Oh, let's put my mould the right way around. I'll be using that again. Yeah. Oh, that is so nice. I can make soap and soap dishes. So lovely. It's actually, the way the resin's poured, it's developed a little foot, a ring around the bottom here. It's not dead flat. Oh, that's fun. I'm thrilled. That's fantastic. Oh, I'm hooked. 3 hours from mix to unmoulding. I don't know why it's hard so quick. Maybe because it's relatively thin? Well, it's not though, it's strong. Let's find a bar of soap. I can't get, wow. On the glitter effect, it's gorgeous. Oh, this resin's been sitting here for a few weeks because I've been too busy to do anything. Oh man, I love it. I want to make another one now. I don't know what colour though. Soap! Let's get some soap. And there's soap for my soap dish. Don't want to put soap in it. I want to look at the dish. Soap and a soap dish. Fantastic. I'm thrilled. I don't know if I'll ever use it on the wood turning lathe, but it definitely won't be going to waste. This is gorgeous. I'm definitely going to be making lots more soap dishes. It's wonderful. Even more thrilling when you get your results in just 3 hours. I was expecting to wait till tomorrow before I could get it out the mould. I'll wait a week before I start using it, getting it wet and bashing it about. I can't stop looking at it, it's beautiful. Well, that's it for today. Bye for now and thanks for joining me. Remember, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it. I certainly had fun doing this and even more fun taking it out the mould. I'm too impatient and can't wait. I'm going to make another one. It's so good. Now I know somebody that loves purple, so I have some purple glitter and some silver glitter, and I'm going to copy the same effect of each side a different colour. So let's make one more. Actually, I'll put you up on the window ledge. There. Silver and purple. So I'll see you back when this has gone hard. It'll be interesting to see if it sets up just as quickly. Well, it's now 7 o'clock. I'm assuming this has gone hard, but I don't know. I've not been in to look. Ooh, this stuff's sticky. So, let's get it out the mould. 2 in one day. And I thought I'd have to wait at least a whole day before I could open the first one. Unpeel this one faster because I know it works. Or we sticky, no we're smooth. Yay! Where's my first one? I've moved it, I'll go and get it. Ooh. There we go, a bit of a close-up for you. 2 lovely soap dishes. They're brilliant. 2 lovely new soap dishes. I'm very pleased. And they make so quickly. Well, that's it for today then. I'll have to think of some more colour combinations I'd like to try. Brilliant. Couldn't be happier. Bye for now, and we'll see you next time. Remember, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it.
If you've enjoyed today's video, click that like button and let me know. Click subscribe and YouTube will make sure you see my next video. Bye for now and thanks for watching. And don't forget, whatever you're doing, have fun doing it.